going on, guys? Nick Lesegor here.
Brandon Delakia.
Exit 12.
Brewery.
In the basement house. Kaboom.
In the basement house.
I love it. It is 11 or so in the morning, and we are brewing today.
Yep.
We're not going to record it because we've brewed the Belgian Dark Strong on video before. If you follow our videos, you know that we're going to be doing this with gingerbread. We just don't know how we're going to incorporate it. But the good news is today we have the rare homebrew review.
Yeah.
Which I personally much enjoy doing.
Absolutely. Very much enjoy.
We have a bucket list of homebrewers that we have reviewed their beers. Mike Dean.
Mm-hmm. Gary. SJ Poor. And are we gonna say it? I think you need to say it. This is one that you've been wanting forever.
We've both been wanting forever.
Yeah.
Kevin Clements.
I can't say it without me too. Absolutely.
Kevin Clements and Christian over at Clements Homebrew.
Awesome.
Kevin was nice enough to send me a box. We kind of box trade a little bit. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you, Christian.
And today we have a Belgian Strong Winter Warmer that Kevin brewed December 2017 is, I think, when he bottled it. So he brewed it right around then. 10.2% ABV. In secondary, he added 1 cinnamon stick.
Yep. Some nutmeg, I believe.
Yeah, about a teaspoon or a tablespoon of nutmeg.
And then rum raisins, I believe, was the other thing.
Vanilla
rum raisins.
Rum-soaked raisins. So we are very excited about
Absolutely.
this. Let's get into it. All right, so we popped it. Had a little bit of a hiss. I'm very interested to see. I'm almost positive that Kevin bottles from the keg. So we should be able to put everything in here.
Yep.
Kind of switching off here. I know that was bananas.
This is not efficient.
That was kind of bananas. Looking very, very brown, which is actually where I would love our Belgian Dark Strong to be at as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get that little last bits.
Oh yeah.
Also, Kevin, utilizing the Trappist bottle was cool. really, really cool.
That is
I
awesome.
love that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Back in camera. We personally, when we bottle, we always buy new bottles. It's not cost effective whatsoever. We just find that cleaning bottles is such.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
We might have a solution for that too, because we can't stop buying.
And expletive. This is the first beer of the day. Got about a quarter finger ahead. I'm sure I can, because Brandon and I are splitting this, I can rustle up something.
Yeah.
But very, very brown, but a little more on like the middle of the brown scale. Not too dark, not too light.
Yeah. It's light still coming through. It's a dark to medium dark brown.
Yeah, and you are not seeing through that whatsoever. There you go. Brando, getting it in, a very nice
Boom.
brown. I don't want to dump this all over the ground.
Yep.
So, never mind. Fuck that. I know, I gotta edit that too.
There's no way you're gonna be able to edit all of them, but okay.
And so let's get a nose on this.
Yeah. Cheers.
We are off our game today. This is.
I forgot the noses. We're
sparging right now, so we're probably feeling like we're up against it, but we got 15 minutes. All right. Oh boy, that is fun. Rum.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right off the bat, I'm definitely getting the rum.
But I really get a nice depthy raisin. Like, I understand the raisin in it. It's like a really plummy kind of.
Yeah.
Like a dark fruit.
Not getting much vanilla. Maybe it'll come out on the taste.
I give vanilla a tiny bit maybe on the back end, but overall I think you're right. I do get the cinnamon for sure, and I pretty much don't get any nutmeg.
Yeah, I'm not getting nutmeg, but the rum raisin is true. The rum raisin is definitely sticking out, but
it smells very sticky, like it's really gonna coat your mouth really well.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of that vanilla, the hint of the vanilla, but that rum raisin's like popping out. But it doesn't feel it. We'll see what it is. It's a 10%er, but it doesn't smell like it's gonna have too much heat on it. Like it's not.
No, it doesn't smell. It doesn't smell like it's gonna have a lot of heat at all.
Sometimes when you open those bigger beers, especially things that were have a little rum or bourbon or something like that, it just smacks you in the face. And this is subdued.
Oh man, that is interesting. I'm kind of now getting like a spice that could be the nutmeg, but it's a very spicy kind of almost like this is weird to say, but like a cardamom. Or like almost pumpkin spicy, which could be the cinnamon.
Yeah,
I mean,
or the nutmeg. I think,
Yeah.
Yeah, that might actually be what it is.
Oh man, this aroma is really nice. I'm very excited about this.
Trying to warm it up a little bit. All right, you ready? Now we can do the cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Kevin. Cheers,
Salud.
Christian.
Thank you. Wow. Interesting. You definitely get the heat.
Yeah.
But it's a relaxed heat. Because it's probably 2 years, going on 2 years old. So the heat definitely comes off a little bit in the form of the rum.
Yeah.
Definitely still has that nice rum on it. Has the raisin.
So yeah, I'm getting a lot of the raisin. That's what I was gonna say. I'm getting a good amount of raisin. It is getting that like that plummy, fruity flavor of the raisins in there.
Kind of depthy.
Yeah.
And actually...
And a little bit of the nutmeg. I'm definitely now getting the nutmeg on the flavor.
I get it on the back end. Way back end.
But I'm not getting the...
Like almost the aftertaste, I get the nutmeg, but...
Yeah. I'm not getting the vanilla as much. And that, it's a 2-year-old beer, so that might have been one of the things that sort of fell off. Or maybe I just can't taste it with my palate.
We have found that utilizing vanilla, it's best not to age those beers unless you're adding a ton of vanilla.
Yeah.
We found that with the vanilla, even with our vanilla cinnamon brown ale, that thing isn't even close to a year old, and that thing's probably only about 4 months old. And we're already finding that the vanilla is kind of falling off quite a bit, and the cinnamon kind of takes over.
Yeah, so mouthfeel, it's slick, it coats the tongue very well. So that's very good. I don't think Kevin's ever really put on his videos what he does with water, because I've been looking. But it definitely has that nice mouthfeel. He might just have great water up in Oregon.
They have great water, great soil.
Yeah, because hops and things like that grow up there. Big brain by Nicholas there.
Well, that was you. The hop comment was you.
True.
I don't like to take a lot of credit. I like to give credit, whether it's deserved or not. That's just how I am. Team player.
He's a humble man, yep.
I'm a humble Harry.
Sure. Yeah, so it's really not overly boozy, but it's still there. The rum is nice. It's right in the forefront, but it's not overpowering the rest of the flavors. I'm trying, and I'm hoping as it warms a little bit, I can get more of the grist than the grain bill.
Yeah, I'm not getting a whole lot of... It is... Whether it's the cinnamon, the nutmeg, it could also be the roasty, toasty notes that I'm getting in the middle to back end. Next time you take a sip, kind of let it sit on your tongue. Okay. And you kind of get those, really interesting roasted, toasted notes, like I mentioned. Almost like an overly toasted piece of white bread. Like it's got that kind of dark brownish, black, rind over the pea. If you put it in, pop it into the toaster, like fresh out of the toaster.
Yeah, I did get a little of that bready. The one thing I do love about this beer is everything plays really well together. There's nothing that overpowers the other in the aroma and in the taste, where it sort of all has this nice blend to it, where you get all these levels of flavoring, which I really appreciate.
Yeah,
good job, guys.
It's got a couple levels of flavor for sure. I might want a little bit more vanilla, but again, I think that may just be with time. I think that was just fresh. My assumption is that this thing had a nice vanilla as well as a really nice heat. I don't get the heat, which personally I enjoy more in beers like this, so I don't get any of that 10%.
So if I'm not mistaken, it is. It's very drinkable.
Like I could
Scary
drink this
drinkable. Scary drinkable.
You could get fairly messed up fairly quickly.
Absolutely. But he did his cinnamon stick and then vanilla rum, correct?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? So maybe that's what it is. And maybe, honestly, the vanilla is what's rounding it out, which is giving it that less harsh, boozy flavor. And maybe that's why we don't see it. Maybe if there was actually vanilla in here, we'd get that more. And maybe that's why we're not picking up, because the actual vanilla rum is just sort of more rounded and less boozy.
Yeah, but also it has been sitting for 2 years, and I think there's definitely something to be said for the idea that alcohol, on some level, the harshness could burn off. I mean, after all, that's why we age beers. The half of the reason, or some of the reason, is because if it's 14, 15%, you kind of want to see how that changes, and that burn from any type of barrel, whether it's a tequila or rum barrel that you're aging it in, you kind of want that burn to kind of round out so that you have more of a full flavored beer, more of a more balanced beer.
So the other thing, we do our Belgian dark strongs with the ones we do for Christmas for cookie sort of things. This is getting me to think like a rum raisin cake one or something like that might be good. We might have to steal that, Kevin, because we're always looking for different cookies and holiday treats that like we want to incorporate into this beer as sort of like our holiday beer. So actually that was like, oh, that's a really, really neat idea.
Yeah, I agree. Overall, very impressive, Kevin and Christian.
Yeah.
This is a well-made beer. I think would have loved to have tried it fresh. I think at this point it is drinking really well. So,
yep. All right. Cheers, guys.
Thank you, boys. Cheers.
Salute.
All right, guys, we're back. We are done with our Belgian Dark Strong gingerbread. Didn't hit quite the numbers that we wanted, but we have a full 5 gallons in the fermenter, so we're pumped about that.
Yeah. Brew day went pretty good. It was pretty smooth. We didn't hit our numbers, but other than that, the brew day was pretty good, and the beer, I think, is going to come out pretty well.
Yeah, we're excited. Back with our second Christian Clements beer. This one is actually just Kevin, I think. It's his SJ Pour Challenge 2019 competition entry. Kevin didn't tell me much about this, and I think the idea is to continue the anonymity. I don't know if Kevin wants everything out just yet. Maybe when the competition's over.
Yeah.
So, a nice hiss off that. A better hiss off this than off of the Belgian that we reviewed.
One was brewed this year and one was brewed 2 years ago, so it makes sense that it would be a little more carbonated.
This looks nice. Looks like a New England IPA.
Yeah. A little haze in there.
We had Kevin sent me a box, and in the box he sent me a Block 15 beer as well. I know that's a brewery that he frequents in terms of the types of beers that he likes.
Yeah, we had that. It was excellent.
So we really enjoyed that. It was a little bit different than the normal New England IPA, which we were excited about.
Absolutely.
So, taking a look at it, it looks dark, it looks roasty, it looks toasty.
Yep. Good lacing.
Yeah, pretty good lacing.
Yeah. Less than a finger head, but you got to do a little rustle there.
I'm gonna rustle, toil and trouble. You know what I'm saying?
That's not a thing. You just made that up. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's
rustle up ahead here. Got about a quarter finger head.
It's very dark. Definitely you can't see through it, but when you put it up to light, it does show a little of the reds and the little
copper.
bit of copper that comes through. Good work.
Yeah, the head is a little darker.
Yeah.
Kind of showing off the darker malts, kind of like a very, very light brown.
Yeah, like a khaki.
Almost like a khaki.
Yeah.
Khaki.
Yeah, that's not a good word for us in Massachusetts to say at all. It does not come out good.
Let's get a little
nose on
sniffy.
Yeah. Like you want to cheers
every time. Oh, that's nice. It smells like a traditional stout.
Yeah, so it's a stout Yeah, we have to sort of guess what this is because we don't really. We know it's a stout. Obviously, it's a stout.
Or it could be a porter.
Could be a porter.
Could
but
be
it's
a black
definitely a
IPA.
stout. Yeah, it could. All right.
Could be a brown ale, just on the darker side.
So it is a stout. It may... Just let's end that there. It's a stout.
That was awesome.
I believe it smells a little bit like a milk stout.
Yeah, I don't know. I get more of the roasted, toasted notes and less of like the milky notes.
Okay.
So I think you're wrong there, but
yeah, I'm getting a little bit of the chocolate.
Almost like a cocoa.
The chocolate notes and a slight hint of coffee, maybe. I don't think it's it might be a coffee stout. I do not know. But
maybe like there is like an interesting toasted, like maybe bitterness from possibly coffee.
Yeah.
But that smells more to me like a roasted, toasted, as I mentioned, kind of really nice cacao nib almost, like an unsweetened chocolate.
Yeah, okay. I can see that. Yeah, the grist is really coming out in the aroma. Not too much hops at all, but if it's a stout, that's par for the course. But the malt...
Earthy.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I almost said woody, but it's earthy. It's more earthy. It's more of that like not woody, but like soil almost.
Okay, I can see that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right,
nice.
I'm excited. Let's dig in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers. Kevin. Thank you. Salud.
Salud.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
I definitely get the milk sugar, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Very sweet on the back and almost like a cereal milk.
Sure.
But not like a flavored cereal milk, like you know how
like
you get
milk sugar. Not like a
No, but it's like cereal milk. But it's not like Lucky Charms or like it's kind of like one of those Cocoa basic
Puffs
like maybe
sure.
Or like Frosted Flakes.
Sure, maybe. Yeah, so there's a good bit of bitterness right up front. And there's like a little bit of a hint of that like chocolate, like you said, unsweetened chocolate right at the front there. That's very nice. Yeah, it's
maybe the back end is like a cacao nib almost, and not maybe like a sweetness in the cacao nib. I was thinking more like Frosted Flakes, like when you're done eating the cereal, just that cereal milk. That's really nice.
It is very nice, and bitterness is very subdued. It's very smooth actually.
It comes through earthy as well. I definitely the back end as I'm done with my sip and just letting it sit. It kind of is a little earthy.
I'd be interested to know how much hops are in there because it is. I think it could do with a little bit more bitterness. I think that would give it a little more rounded flavor. But it's very smooth. Mouth feels slick to the taste. And it's very good, well-made beer. Yeah,
for me, as opposed to the hops, I might like pop up the mouthfeel a little bit. I think, I don't know what the ABV is. It just says SJPC 19. So I'm not sure of the ABV, but, excuse me. I think I'd probably take some of that mouthfeel and kind of enhance that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think this is a phenomenal beer.
How would you do that, Nick, our resident
chemicals.
Hit some
chemicals.
This is how Nick would do it. Hey, Brandon, we need to bump up that mouthfeel right there. Kevin, I got you. Awesome. I'll help you out with that if you need it. Not that I'm an expert at all.
Big brain.
But yeah, no, I think it is very much, it's that, and again, we're going to feel like real jerks. This isn't a milk stout, but it has that like, that
I can see how it would be a porter, but
yeah, like a toasty roasted stout, but with that sort of milk sugar backbone.
It's a little too depthy for me to be a porter. I think that's why it's probably in the range of 6%, maybe 6.5%, in between 5.5% and 6.5% stout. If I had to go 1% difference, 5.5% and 6.5%, I think milk stout probably.
Yeah, no, it's a very well made beer. like I said, it's got those roasted notes, those chocolate notes, those cacao nibs, and things like that in there, with a little bit of milk sugar in the back.
Yeah, I'm fully enjoying this. I know Brandon is. We are done with our brew day. We're going to sit back, watch the second half of the Cincinnati-Memphis game, sip on this a little bit. I'm going out to dinner with my in-laws tonight. Brandon is about to pick up some delicious Chinese food.
That's right.
Excited about that.
I know. I got to finish this video up real quick. Wife's getting hangry, which is not a good thing. I'm sure I'm getting texts as we speak. So yeah, cheers, guys. We probably will do a Christmas video, a little thanks there, and I think we have an anniversary video coming out.
If it hasn't already, yeah.
Probably if it hasn't hit already. And yeah, cheers, guys.
So, cheers. Happy Black Friday. Happy holiday season.
We started it. We're in this.
And we will see you soon.
Cheers.